Hey there, my name is Arsema. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing 10 ultra feminine, super girly fragrances that I think are absolutely perfect for the spring. So if you're interested, stay tuned and let's get right into it. So I can't actually believe that we're already 3 months into the year. The sun is out. We're almost done with the rainy weather, at least here in California. And spring seems to be in full bloom. So I want to share 10 super girly, ultra feminine fragrances that are really going to have you like feeling cute and pretty and pink, kind of like the energy that this shirt is giving. I'm really trying to channel my super girly, feminine like era. And I think these fragrances here will help kind of kick it up a notch. It will have me feeling super girly, super feminine, super cutesy. It's giving girly, it's giving cute. So going into my first recommendation, this is Atelier's Pink Me Up. This fragrance, it's super bright, it's super zesty, it's berry, it's champagne, it's sparkling champagne. In this fragrance, for top notes, there's pink pepper, there's aldehyde, there's bergamot, there's rose, jasmine, iris in the middle, and then there's a base note of vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. I can't really say I'm getting a lot of musk, but there's definitely vanilla. To me, what I'm really getting is a sparkling rose champagne with like berries floating in there. Like the berries have been sitting in there for a little bit. It's zesty, it's bright. We're on a spring picnic outside. It's a cute date. Pink Me Up is an absolute vibe. I mean, this bottle is super cute and you can see all these little gold flake specks. Pink Me Up really kind of screams girly. It screams zesty. It screams bright and bubbly, fresh, and it's not overwhelming or heavy. I will say after you spray it, the sparkling notes really kind of relax and you're left with a sweet berry, overall berry fragrance that is just perfect for spring. So this is my first recommendation, Pink Me Up by Atelier d'Ors. I will say she is a pretty penny, but definitely worth it if you are really trying to expand on your girly-esque perfumes. The next fragrance I would recommend is Delina La Rose from Perfumes de Marly. Out of the whole Delina line, this one is the most refreshing. It's cute, it's watery, it's juicy. There's sweetness, but it's not overwhelmingly sweet. And it's ultra feminine. There's like a light touch of powderiness, but it's so aquatic, it's so light, it's so bright. It's long lasting. I mean, you would think because it's super aquatic in its scent profile that it would not be a long lasting fragrance, but best believe this thing stays on all day. It stays on when you're spending the whole day outside, inside. It's not overwhelming, but it's there. It's super cute. So up top, I'm getting lychee fragrance notes. There's Turkish rose, but the Turkish rose is not really like your grandma kind of rose. It's a more sophisticated but super girly rose that's not like overwhelmingly grandma. There's musk, vanilla, and cashmere. But honestly, that Turkish rose, that lychee, I mean, I feel like all of it stays on the skin long. It's not like, you know, often when you initially spray fragrances, the top notes, the middle notes kind of dissipate. This one kind of sticks around on my skin and on my clothes. It lasts, it's the same from beginning to end. There's no developing, there's no developing of the fragrance. It, to me, from beginning spray to the end of the day, the scent profile is there. It lasts, it's juicy, it's fresh, it's aquatic, it's totally awesome. It's pricey. And actually, must I say, out of all three of the Delina fragrances, Delina La Rose is my absolute favorite. There's something about aquatic fragrances that really kind of get to me. And this is just so beautiful, so feminine, so cutesy, fresh and vibrant. So, Delina La Rose by Perfumes de Marly. This next fragrance is actually fairly new to my collection, and I had been wanting it for a minute because I've seen a ton of reviewers recommend this as a feminine fragrance. And once I got my hands on it, it was a blind buy. It was a blind buy, I must say, which I definitely don't recommend, but I definitely give into. And this one did not disappoint. This is Mancera's Roses Vanille. Oh my goodness. What I get from this is rose, sugar, and vanilla. Oh my goodness. Okay. She is sweet, but she's not like tooth achingly sweet. Like it's not an overwhelming sweetness or like a you're doing too much kind of sweet. It's a super light, juicy rose vanilla fragrance. The rose is super light and fresh. Again, not like your grandma kind of rose or, you know, floral-ish vibes. It's super fresh. It's super light. It's long-lasting on the skin. For how light and sweet it smells, it's super long-lasting on the skin. Ultra girly vibes. Sophisticated. Not juvenile young, but like sophisticated youth is what I get from this scent. I've really only had this for a couple weeks, but I'm already I'm really starting to hit a dent in it, and I love it. Oh my goodness, I was like just reaching and reaching and reaching for this, and it's so good. It's so overwhelmingly good. I think it's blind buy worthy. If you have to, definitely if you can try getting your hands on it and sniff it or starting with a sample, I would always recommend that. But sometimes some of these fragrances are hard to get a hold of, and they're not like at your, like Mancera, not at my local Sephora. So it was really challenging for me to try and get my hands on it, but I'd seen so many reviews, I really needed it. Like I was dying to get it, and it was amazing. It was so awesome. I was a little nervous because from what I know of Mancera is that their fragrances are super strong and borderline maybe overwhelming for some, but the longevity is there, but it's not overwhelmingly strong. It's good, it's sweet, it's delicious, it's feminine, it's girly, it's I love it. I think this will be in my collection always. So if you're looking for a fragrance that is a little bit more floral, a little juicy, a little fruity, but mostly floral and fresh, I would recommend Creed's Spring Flower. It's not like the most unique or complex scent, but it's delicious. It's fresh, it's cute, it's light, it's not overwhelming. It's perfect for warmer weather. I would definitely also recommend this for something like summer, where it's really not doing too much. So for the top notes, there is peach and apple. On the website it also says melon, but really I get peach and apple. The middle note, it's floral. You're getting rose and jasmine. And in the end, you're getting musk and ambergris, which I'm not familiar with. But really, it's giving super fresh, super light, floral, inoffensive, girly, cute. So that's Creed Spring Flower. Ooh, there's a lot of roses. I don't think I realized how many rose fragrances I was going to recommend. And for some reason, like rose has been screaming to me, and yet another fragrance that I think is super feminine, super girly, actually a good everyday scent, but perfect for spring as well, is Narciso Rodriguez's Musk Noir Rose for her. So this fragrance is like sweet white musk wrapped in rose and vanilla. It's a super clean fragrance. It's not overwhelming. Clearly, I enjoy this fragrance because there's a giant dent, and this is like a 3.3 ounce, 3.3 ounce fragrance size bottle, and it's amazing. I love musk. I love musk, like white musk vibes, not really the animalic vibe. It's a little powdery. It's cute. It's sweet. It's super feminine. If you're looking for a everyday cute feminine fragrance, I would recommend this, but it's perfect for the spring, perfect for the warmer weather, perfect for going out and about and walking, and it's super cute. I've loved so many of the Narciso Rodriguez fragrances, especially in this rectangle shape. They do musk so well, and this fragrance is just chef's kiss. So if you're looking for a fragrance that's super girly, a little more on the juvenile side, super juicy, vibrant, and bright, I would recommend Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple. It does scream super youthful, but it's juicy. It's giving juicy, crisp, honey crisp, or pink lady apples. If you haven't had those apples, delicious. Try them. They're amazing, but they're super sweet and super juicy. From this fragrance is super juicy, super crisp, cold, crisp, juicy apple with some berries, some musk, and some just an overwhelming sweetness. It's light. I know some people have kind of compared this fragrance to maybe what you would find at like a Bath and Body Works, because it really does give young, youthful, juvenile vibes. And I will say it's not the most long lasting, but it does get a good amount of wear. On that really sunny, hot day, picnic day, this is good. So this is Eden's Juicy Apple by Kayali. So if you're looking for a powerhouse of a fragrance and want to feel feminine but in a more womanly way and let your presence really kind of be known, I would recommend Eat All by Lancôme. This is the original Eat All. And this fragrance, my goodness, this is beast mode. I feel like this fragrance is missing some of the representation from all the beast mode fragrance lovers. She is beast mode. Couple spritz, you will be smelling like this the whole day and night. She's strong, so tone it down maybe just a little bit. But there's pear, there's bergamot, lily of the valley, musk, vanilla, and cedar. Just a touch of cedar. But it's floral, it's vibrant, it's bold. This fragrance will have other people smell you before you walk in. Be enrobed in this fragrance while you're there, and continue to get whiffs of you 10 minutes after you've left. So if you're looking for something that is like, bam, I'm here, I smell good, you're gonna smell me, this is the fragrance that you should give your energy to if you're looking for something super bold, super feminine, super long lasting, not anything. The DNA is not super spectacular, but it's not one that I smell often at all. Like, I would say it's a unique DNA, but it's super likable, it's lovable, powerhouse, fresh, juicy, floral. Lancôme's Eat All. I don't think you can talk about girly fragrances without mentioning Burberry Her. There's quite a few flankers and different versions and iterations of Burberry Her Elixir. There's a bluer bottle. I forget all the names. This is the original Burberry Her fragrance. I believe she's the original. This fragrance really it gives lovely. She's lovely. She's juicy. Top note is raspberry, but I get raspberry and strawberry. There's violet, there's jasmine, there's musk, amber, and patchouli in the dry down. But what I get is the violet, the jasmine, and the berries. She's super girly. You get good longevity out of this. I know I have a friend who, it's so interesting, like with this fragrance, this is actually given to me by a friend. And for some reason, she didn't like it on herself, or it wasn't really kind of the energy that she wanted to exude. But literally every time I wear it, she compliments me on how amazing it smells. So I would really encourage you, if this is a fragrance that you might not necessarily see yourself wearing, give it a shot. Get a sample. Try and get a hold of a sample of it. Who knows, you might really actually love it and it might be worth exploring a different energy for you to exude. And so me, like myself, as I mentioned, I'm really trying to get into my feminine energy. And I guess back in the days, I wouldn't necessarily go for super girly fragrances, but for some reason, it's really calling me, and I'm really gravitating towards them as I'm trying to get into my feminine, pink, cutesy kind of girly era. And the more willing I am to kind of changing up the energy and the vibe that I exude, the more and more I realize I really like and I really enjoy. So I would recommend, I think this is a good staple, girly, feminine fragrance that isn't breaking the budget. This is Burberry Her. Yeah. So my next two recommendations are on the more affordable side, but they're great, they're delicious, they're awesome. So the first one being Yara by Lattafa. This one was going viral on TikTok for some months, and I think it still is kind of circulating in the viralness of the world. And for good reason. I paid about $20 for this fragrance, and it did not disappoint. First of all, it's so cute. I will say the packaging feels a little cheap, but it doesn't look cheap. It's Super cute. It looks sophisticated. It looks like it's more than $20. Looking at the notes, I don't know if the notes to me are super accurate. This fragrance claims to have bergamot, lemon, and plum in the top note. For middle notes, it's rose, jasmine, and lily of the valley. For base notes, it's amber, musk, and vanilla. But really, what I smell, and really to kind of sum up this whole fragrance, the smell of this fragrance, I get sweet, ripe berries, raspberry, strawberry, blackberry mainly, super ripe berries, and a custardy creamy base. Like it's giving berry ice cream with a touch of musk. It's super sweet, it's super creamy, it's super girly, it's feminine, it's a little cozy. It's not doing too much, but it's totally amazing and well worth the $20. I think it's a must reach. Go for this. I know this is something I think you have to blind buy with Amazon, and you might not be able to return fragrances through Amazon. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that to be the case. I think this is worth the blind buy. If you like fruity, creamy, cozy, milky vibes, feminine vibes for a fragrance, I would recommend this. So that's Yara by Lattafa. And this is the pink one. I know there's a few different iterations of the Yara by Lattafa line, but this is the pink one. Okay. So this one might surprise you, but it's a real OG, and I think it's perfect for this category, and I think it's kind of getting a little forgotten about since, you know, with all of the different fragrance launches and people really kind of being interested in fragrance, you kind of forget some of your roots. But going back in time, and as I was reviewing my fragrance collection, I'm like, this one is so awesome. Okay, that's Victoria's Secret's Bombshell Seduction. I can't remember if this is a specific flanker of the Bombshell line, but this one, to kind of really sum up what I'm smelling, I get grapefruit, floral grapefruit with a touch of musk and a touch of vanilla and a little woodiness. I can see why it's called seductive. So if you're looking for a more affordable option that will still give you very feminine, a little sultry, but still girly, and I think actually, even though it's called seduction, and it's a little sultry, I think this can be perfect for the daytime, perfect for being out and about and cutesy, perfect for a cute date night, perfect for kind of being cozy at home. This is a good all-around fragrance that I think deserves to get its respect back. So those are my 10 fragrance recommendations. Let me know in the comments if there's other fragrances that you would recommend that kind of give off this very ultra feminine, super girly energy and vibe that we're trying to give off. And if you've tried any of these fragrances out, please share your thoughts in the comments. I'm super interested to see what your perspective is on these fragrances, and I'm sure, especially if you enjoy any of these, others may benefit from you vouching for it. So if you like content like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate you being here. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. All right, thanks so much. Bye.